who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines, but the bottom line is absolute production on the field. The second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Mahomes now to throw. Lets it fly for Thielen. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. That one good for 24 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now a handoff to Henry. Oh, he bowls over him. And he's taken down inside the 30. 43 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Mahomes going to throw. A quick pass here to Godwin. And they'll get this down to the 10. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down. Now Mahomes. And it's caught. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Henry. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Now Mahomes got to have this one. He's going to be stopped shy of the end zone. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and that will force a turnover on downs. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Here's Wilson. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Here's Johnson going to get the handoff. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On the option, they go with Johnson. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. So here we go, Charles, third down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in the big lumber to pick up that first down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time getting it done. A first down carry here for Johnson. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A handoff to Johnson on the option. Johnson jostles free, and he will get a good amount of yardage back on second down, but the clock still runs. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
tried in the fire? Have you been tried in the fire? Well, tell me, did you come through as pure gold?
You kick it like the benefactor's benefactor. Well, truthfully, we know you never been a factor. Well, honestly, the truth.
We are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Look, we came into this one focused on Randy Moss, and now he has our full attention with his first grab of the game.
Well, he's one of only 2 players to go a whole season averaging over 100 yards receiving and average a touchdown per game as well. That's a pretty impressive stat.
It really is, especially when you consider that every defense he faced was prepared for him and was kicking coverages in his direction.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson. David Johnson here on the catch. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The first carry now. This is Johnson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Jackson now to return. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. Deshaun Jackson off to the races. And he will score. Well, there you go. They gave up a score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
Now Wilson. That's complete to Moss out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 34-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
7-7.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. 6-time Pro Bowler Randy Moss, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
14.
To throw again is Wilson. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson, right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Here's Johnson going to get the handoff. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To throw is Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Denzel Ward right there in coverage to get the hand in.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Blue day. Hey, 50.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Russell Wilson on target to DK Metcalf. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
Takes it at the 7. And a big-time mess on the return. He's out of bounds. He won't even get this back to the 5-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know what's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about...
It got his man complete. Deshaun Jackson off to the races. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, 89 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now Wilson on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
That's what I do. 45.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory.
Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open it up to even more big plays.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Watch tight. Tight is right. Watch tight.
On the option, they go with Johnson.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Cardinals are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with.
The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now Jackson on first down. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Escaping the pressure right. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. That second down play nets a -4.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there, because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson airing it out, looking for Ridley. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Snatched by the safety, Ed Reed. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Try to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
6 yards left on 2nd down. They go play action with Jackson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle.
Jackson's pass complete to DeAndre Hopkins. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Baltimore.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Defensively, the tackle by Cam Chancellor.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action now. Jackson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Here's a diving catch right side. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Deshaun Jackson there to make the grab. And the Ravens have broken the tie. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson completing it to the right side. Johnson. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
On first down, Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown! Randy Moss from 10 yards out. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. But now it's third down. To throw is Jackson. Finds a seam inside the 40. And he's got room. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. The offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Dalvin Cook taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left, and then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. Again, Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. Now Wilson. This is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson from 17 yards out. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. 2nd and 8 coming up. Jackson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Credit the great Michael Strahan with a sack. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Jackson. Going deep for Hopkins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Wilson to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Midge used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. Throwing, Jackson. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time, and it's 3rd and 5.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his helmet. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jackson to throw. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, But still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out.
I can't believe we let you play. Switch. Watch safety switch.
Here's Wilson.
Safety switch.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's into the end zone. Unbelievable. A defensive collapse on the final play, and Charles, they can tie it with a PAT.
I cannot believe that. Well, there's no doubt they just seized the momentum with that one. They can go ahead and kick the extra point here and ride that home wave on into overtime.
And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here.
3 down. Mike's 50. Hey, Piro.
One last shot for Wilson. And he's got it. It's caught. What a call with no time remaining. And with that, 2 points, they win the game. So let's recap. How about the guts in this one? You score on the final play. Thought they were just going to try the PAT and tie it, send it to overtime. Charles, they went for 2, and they won it right.